stopping by. I hope your week has been going pretty good. Kind of crazy out there if you're watching TV. So I came out here to do some cooking. Grill's all cleaned, as you saw from my last little burn test. So I'm going to be cooking on the grill, which is different where I normally cook up in the racks. And the reason I'm going to be cooking on the grill is because of the accessories holding the little drip pan I have in there. It's a drip pan about so big, so it gives me about that much gap in the front and back, plenty of room on the sides. So I'm going to be cooking thighs and legs. So I've already got them pre-seasoned and ready to go. So this will be the main cook for right now. I got the temperature set for 375. Plus, I think I'll be probably putting a little metal pan in there with some little potatoes sliced up, a little EVO, and I'll get those roasting in here at the same time. I may not, or not the same time, but during the turkey cook. I may not point it out when they're in there, so if you happen to notice in one of my openings that the turkey has company, it's the potatoes. So, I was doing the smoke test, obviously, in that last video, and when I got down to opening up the ash bucket today, it was all burned right down. I had put some chunks of apple wood in there, and that left. I think that was because maybe I did a quick cook after the smoke test, because everything was all hot and running, and all it needed was just a little more lump charcoal. So yeah, I did do a little family quick meal there. But anyway, what I've got in here now is about 7 pieces of Kingford briquettes on the bottom, and then I put 3 pieces of apple wood on top of it. And so I'm figuring between the two, I'll probably see some smoke. That was my goal. When I first lit it, it was smoking, but it's kind of calmed down again. And that's the way it would be. It's saying 375, so in my preheat here, I'm getting real close to putting the turkey in. And I'll be cooking the dark meat to 175, 173, who knows. And then I'll pull it off around that area. So come along for the ride, will you? Thanks for stopping by. On with the show. Just thought I'd let you see. Got the drums in, I got the thighs in here. They're skin side up at the moment, and I've set the overall timer. It's just counting up. I'm not counting down because I'm going by temperature this time. So it's been on now for 5 minutes. I just came back to take a quick look, and when I saw that the camera didn't have the last footage in there, I thought, I got to catch you up. You're going to wonder how in the heck did the meat get on there. So yeah, at this point, the charcoal is crackling, and it's smelling the way I want it to out here. I smell the smoke. I don't know if I'm seeing it yet. I'll have to get to the back. And I got the meat on. So, it's about 30 minutes into the cook, and I've got it turned over. Yeah, not an abundance of smoke, but just enough to flavor the air. I think that's a very gentle, respectful cook of smoke. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to open up the firebox. Whoa! Yep, the chunks are burning just fine. So that's with the door open. So that smoke is going in there, just not in a big abundance. So, boy, that smells good. Nothing like a good wood fire. All right. Kind of a simple deal today. But hopefully it's going to come out right. Like I said, I was doing a couple of practice poultry cooks before next week. And I got a lot riding on this coming out right, because I want everyone in the house to think that I can cook a whole turkey. So if these come out good, then I'm solid. If not, you'll probably see another turkey cook this weekend. Well, it's been 45 minutes. Certainly don't anticipate. Oh, my goodness. About 160. not even an hour. So yeah, this is coming up pretty fast at 375. So could be a 1 hour cook. We'll see. Okay, my friends, I think I'm getting close. I just have that feeling. I can smell it in the air. Boy, Thanksgiving. Oh, it's looking good. Just like magic, the potato showed up. Whew. $174, $171, $180, $190. So the drumsticks are done. I think I'm going to give the thighs just a little more. I don't know. Do you see that? Oh boy, nice and juicy. Yeah? Boy, I'm really happy that I lowered the shelf. That was that one adjustment I made in the other video. So many times now, I appreciate not having the handle hit the food and everything else, and I don't usually, point it out, but I do want to point out that if you have your tray and you haven't lowered it, you might want to give that a try. That's something that seems to pay itself back pretty quick. Okay. Real close. Now that I'm roasting potatoes, I decided to kick the heat up to 425. I want to get a little browning going on. My thighs are on there right now. They're real close to temperature. So this is just going to maybe give them a little more color. The 3 minutes that I'm going to do this, I don't think it's really going to affect the cook on the thighs. But I definitely want to get started a little more on the potatoes. It's been on here now for 1 hour and 10 minutes. So cooking these pieces in 1 hour and 10 minutes is a nice time. 375 did that. Oh, and it just reminds me of every Christmas and Thanksgiving that I've had in the past. That's how it smells right here. This is really doing a good job doing that. Okay. So I'm going to take these thighs in, let them rest with the drumsticks, and I'll be back for the potatoes. I just snuck one of the potatoes out of there, and they were lightly coated with extra virgin olive oil, and my wife seasoned it. I can only imagine that it was kosher sea salt, along with some spices that like herbs of Provence, I think she calls them, and she put little slices of onions in there. So I just tasted it. The potato's still a little on the crunchy side, so it still has to cook, but very good flavors, even so early. Little tads of butter were put in, so the olive oil and the butter are mixing. The olive oil almost tastes like butter anyway, so it's a real nice combination. So I thought I would turn the camera around. It's a beautiful evening. The tower, you'll see a blue light right about here. It's going to be a white light right now. It should alternate between white and green. So that's the tower. So the runway is like along in here. And then way off in the distance, very hard to see, but like right along there is the San Mateo Bridge. It's a very peaceful evening, very quiet. Right at sunset. I mean, the sun is down now, of course, but it was very, very peaceful. I actually just sort of stood here, and the only thing I was missing was a beer. But you know, we get beautiful, beautiful sunsets here, and I thought I would share it. Oh boy, roasted potatoes. Looking forward to it. The potatoes are cooked. So, turn off the grill. Slide over the potatoes. I'm going to clean the turkey off here. That grill needs a lot more seasoning. It's acting like raw cast iron still. That's amazing. Got a lot of cooks on there, but I need to just keep it up. Eventually, it will become non-stick, in my opinion. Well, that was easy. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up, maybe a comment. I do try to reply to every comment that you guys give, so be more than happy to chat back with you. Take care, huh? Bye.